AITAH for threatening my husband with divorce. Advice needed. I 28 female am married to my husband 30 male. He's what people call a golden retriever husband. He's kind and ready to help anyone. There's only one problem: a lot of people take advantage of him. He thinks no one can do harm, and if they do there must be a good reason. I am the complete opposite. I'm serious and I'm the one in control basically in the relationship. Some people say I wear the pants. Anyways, on to the story. Me and my husband moved to a new state. I'm pregnant with our first children because I'm having twins. When we moved in, we were greeted by our neighbors who bring cookies and some snacks. One neighbor in particular kept getting close to my husband. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt because she had a husband and 2 kids. After a while she kept coming to speak to my husband every day and kept touching up on him. She even began trying to learn his hobbies so that she could speak to him about it. I found her annoying and could see her intentions from a miles away. The first time I spoke to my husband about it, he said that she was just nice and he liked having someone interested in his hobbies. She's not, she just asks around and researches it so that she can have an excuse. She doesn't even know what he's saying half of the time, she just agrees. She's the classic pick-me girl. My husband's is interested in computer science and coding. I am too, but those are not my hobbies, that's my job. I work in cybersecurity for the government. My husband speaks to her every day whenever she comes and speaks to him. One thing I learned was that her and her husband were in an open relationship. That woman has some audacity to try and tell my husband that me and him being in an open relationship would be good for us. Thankfully my husband shut her down immediately and harshly. He's the really clingy and jealous one of the relationship, so he hates stuff like that. She's tried many times but he shuts her down. She gave up and just began trying to seduce him. My husband doesn't realize it and says she's being friendly. That woman is basically stalking us. Everywhere we go she's there. I'm not exaggerating, I'm serious. I told my husband and he said it was a coincidence. He doesn't openly try and be her friend, she does that and he thinks she's being kind. After she showed up at my ultrasound appointment I was pissed. I told my husband to tell her to never come near us again or else we'd be getting a divorce. I said that she's openly trying to make him cheat on me and that he's fucking retarded if he can't see that. I admit that was harsh and he cried. I sighed but tried to comfort him. He went to the guest bedroom to stay the night. His brother texted me saying I was being an asshole for threatening him with divorce. He says that I shouldn't have been rude to him knowing how sensitive he is. I know my husband is very friendly and is easily taken advantage of, but still. I've explained that I didn't like their so-called friendship many times. He hied not to listen and I don't like being stalked or being a sitting duck while she tries to get with my husband. After I spoke to him I decided to give him space and went to speak to the women. I told her to back off, and just because she wasn't happy with her husband doesn't mean she can try and take mine. I also said no wonder why her husband suggested an open marriage. Who would want to be with a whore like her? Her husband and her are in an open relationship because she cheated. Ever since that, her husband had been dating this beautiful woman. She hasn't had anyone since her affair partner left her. Her husband isn't supporting her financially and they're only married in name. Since her husband isn't paying her spa treatment, she's let herself go. I used her low self-esteem to my advantage. I know it's harsh, but she's trying to sleep with my husband. I don't really care what you're saying about me insulting her. I'm here to ask, am I the asshole for threatening my husband with divorce?